46 has team coverage this afternoon. We're spread all across Metro Atlanta, dedicated to telling you about today's severe weather.
Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Valdez gets us started. Jen.
Yeah, and let's talk about what's happening right now, because although we don't have any active warnings in place, we're still seeing a tremendous amount of rainfall. We're seeing lots of lightning and some gusty winds, and we had very heavy rainfall earlier today. Many areas saw 2, 3, if even more than that, inches of rain. So we are under a flash flood warning. Does include almost all of Metro Atlanta, including Cobb, DeKalb, Fulton, Gwinnett counties. This is until 6:15, and this is because we had a lot of rain in a short period of time, and we're seeing additional showers and storms moving over the exact same area. So flash flooding will remain a concern over the next several hours. Right now, heavy downpours moving through northern Fulton County, Gwinnett County, DeKalb County, moving east into Winder. Very heavy rain just south of Winder with frequent lightning. Then as we go to Elder, Social Circle, Monroe, again, more heavy downpours with frequent lightning. And this extends across much of the metro area and North Georgia as we take you to Peachtree City. Some heavy rain heading straight in your direction. Further south into Troup County, LaGrange, we're seeing lots of lightning and some heavy downpours. Again, none of these are severe thunderstorms, but we are seeing gusty winds, heavy downpours, and lots of lightning. And the threat of severe weather continues. Luckily, the tornado watch has been allowed to expire. That's because tornadoes not likely as we head through the evening, but we could see severe thunderstorms. This severe thunderstorm watch continues until 9 o'clock. It does include Metro Atlanta and points south. It means that the environment is favorable for the possibility of severe thunderstorms. That means winds of 58 miles an hour or stronger, large hail, and very heavy downpours. And we're not done after tonight. Another risk of severe weather tomorrow. In fact, the risk tomorrow even higher than today's risk of severe weather. The highest chance of seeing severe storms is in northwest Georgia, where we are under a level 3 out of 5 risk of severe weather. Rest of North Georgia under a level 2 risk. We're looking at the possibility of strong damaging winds, brief tornadoes, large hail, and flash flooding remains a big concern, especially after all of the heavy rain we had today. We have team weather coverage. We are in storm mode, and I'm going to pinpoint the exact timing of the rest of the rain tonight and exactly what to expect tomorrow coming up.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. CBS 46's Zach Summers continues our live team coverage in Douglas County, where this morning a tree, it fell on a man's car. Zach, it killed him. You've learned new information this afternoon.
Yeah, very heartbreaking. The man, well loved here. We're told he's 60-year-old Scott Hudson, and you can see the cleanup continues. We're told he and his family have owned Hudson's Hickory House here in Douglasville since 1971. Hudson was driving on Campbellton Street around 10:30 this morning as strong storms rolled through when a tree fell on his vehicle. The area was under a tornado warning at the time. First responders say Hudson was trapped inside the vehicle with power lines and, of course, that large tree on top of the vehicle. Firefighters had to cut open the vehicle to get him out. Sadly, he died.
Scott was well known around the community around here. Scott did good for people around here. He was a good person. That's all I can say. He good and helped people.
It's very much a shock to all of us. I mean, it's going to take a while for it to really become a reality, I think, but it's very much a shock.
Yeah, a well-loved man here in this community. One person saying that he had the biggest heart in all of Douglas County. We're going to continue to learn more about this victim, bring him some more information at 5. For now, though, we're live in Douglasville. Zach Summers, CBS 46 News.
All right, our condolences there, Zach. Thank you very much. Our team coverage now moves inside the perimeter. CBS 46's Yasmina Alston is live near the Cascade Heights neighborhood, where a lot of thick, heavy branches fell. And there's one right in front of you, Yasmina.
Rick, that's right. We're on Reynolds Road in South Fulton, and you can't really tell, but I'm in someone's front yard. I'm actually standing on one of several trees that came crashing down in their yard. If you look over here, you can see this is a second tree that came down. And then if we pan all the way around, there's another huge tree that also came down in this yard. And this one, unfortunately, hit the top of this house. You can see some damage there on the roof. And this is the scene across much of this area in this community. Trees blocking especially roads and down power lines, of course, so there's no power here. People now starting the cleanup process. And many of the residents that we talked to, they said this happened so fast. They had no idea what to expect. And when they walked out of their houses, all they saw was just a mess. Take a listen.
I just saw debris flying around. And I was like, hey, I got to get off the phone and get in my basement because I think it's a tornado. And then I started hearing stuff hit my roof and just a bunch of heavy rain after that. And I stuck my head out when it stopped.
And the man you just heard from, firefighters actually had to walk with him to get out of his house because trees were blocking both sides of it. But this here is Reynolds Road that you're looking at now. They've cleared a large part of it, and you can actually drive through now. Before that was not possible. If you look over in the distance, you can see that Georgia Power crews are here now working, and we've seen several of them walking through these yards and just looking at some of the damage to see what their next steps are as far as getting this area cleaned up and getting some power back on. We'll have much more from this area coming up at 5. Live in South Fulton, Yasmina Alston, CBS 46 News.
Yasmina, thank you. Let's take a look at some live pictures. It shows the top end of the perimeter. Right now, the evening commute, soggy, sloppy, and potentially dangerous. CBS 46's Brittany Edney spent time inside the Coolray Road Tracker. She's out now with a closer look at more of that storm damage. Oh, it looks ugly behind you, Brittany.
Yes, Sean, but there is some slightly positive news here. Cleanup crews have started to make some progress. Check this out. You can see over here on this side the piles of trees and debris that they've managed to cut and clean up and push to the side as they try to clear off this roadway. Over here in the distance, you can kind of see they've gotten about 100 yards or so since our crew has been out here as they try to make their way to create an open path so that way they can get these roads back open for everyone who lives here. I can tell you though, this morning for some of the families that live nearby, they were afraid whether or not they were going to be okay in their own homes.
It sounded like a big bump.
Storm debris and downed trees forced road closures in parts of Atlanta.
Our power is out, so I guess this is why, huh?
Utility crews work to survey damage so they can get power back up for nearby homes. The morning severe weather impacted the rest of the day for some residents. From cleanup to changing plans due to Mother Nature.
Yeah, it started thundering and lightning, and it was like hell. And then the lights started flickering on and off, and then the power went out. Yeah. So I came out, I thought I was going to be catching the bus, but I saw all these trees laying down out here.
And right now you can see that live in action progress of crews as they pick up those different tree logs and branches to finish clearing out this part of the roadway. We've been out here all this morning on the roads, on these side streets and in these neighborhoods for the past few hours. We're going to continue to track all of the progress, and we'll have more in the next hour from those who live nearby about their experience through today's severe weather. For now, reporting live, I'm Brittany Edney. We'll send it back to you.
Brittany, thank you. Our team coverage on today's weather continues throughout the evening. In the meantime, this is the best time to download the CBS 46 streaming app to track both the storm and what we should expect tomorrow. Be prepared when severe weather shows up again on the forecast.